There are so many different belief systems out there. Growing up, I used to wonder why. There's a simple reality. Why follow so many stories? Just live life and call it a day. So how come you don't think like that anymore, Armani? Life happened. As you start growing up, you start going through different experiences. Your mind starts picking up more data, and you want a direction for your thoughts to flow. I understand why people of the past followed stories which may not make sense to us. We may call them primal, but stories allow us to make sense of our reality. One of the biggest belief systems going on around nowadays is that we live in a virtual reality, that consciousness is a mega information system, and we are all units of consciousness playing life through avatars. When I first heard this, I laughed. Grown-up people really believe this? Ha! It seemed like we had taken a blast to the past, telling stories to make sense of life. But it caught my eye when I saw respectable physicists and engineers talking about this. My cousin recently sent me a video on WhatsApp of him and his dad in London watching one of my YouTube videos. "It's great seeing you, cuz," he wrote. As I watched this video of them watching my videos, I noticed something. The person they were watching wasn't me. It was simply a digital me. My camera turned my analog self into a digital self. What they were seeing were pixels and compressed audio of what sounds like my voice. But it wasn't me. What's unique is that at that time, I forgot that my YouTube videos are just an image of me. Digital pixels. If I go to hug the person, I hit a flat 2D screen, not 3D. Why is this important? It's important because what seems real isn't always real. We experience life through our five senses. Our five senses pick up data from the external world. We get electrical signals in our nervous system, and then we assign an experience to it. From the grand scheme of things, only a fraction of the electromagnetic spectrum is visible to the humans. The rest is up for grabs. I got my master's in information systems. On my final year, I ended up writing a research paper on virtual reality and augmented reality. It's funny because in the paper, I posed whether or not we live in a virtual reality. And my professor thought it was an interesting question. I completely forgot about that research paper until recently. What's the difference between augmented reality and virtual reality, Armani? Augmented reality leverages your current world with images. So, imagine you're in your living room wearing augmented reality glasses. You'll see your living room and a virtual cat alongside your daily living. Virtual reality is when you enter a brand new world as a whole. Different characters, rule sets, and all that kind of stuff. If we are living in a virtual reality, that means the outside world is simply conditioned to our senses. Our senses can perceive time, space, and causality conditions. But our senses are a lot different than a dog, butterfly, or mosquito. Which one is real? As humans, we choose our reality to be the standard reality. And that's all good with me. But as our awareness rises, we come to the question, is there more? Are we just bodies? I don't think that's the case. We've done a great job in studying the objective world in terms of science, but subjective science is only popular in certain parts of the world, not mainstream yet. I wrote a tweet recently that said mankind was given the power to create technology to learn more about life. Not only to learn more about life, but to learn more about themselves. As I got my master's in information systems working with computers, I noticed something. What? Computers are little humans. The four processes of a computer are 1. Input, 2. Process, 3. Store, 4. Output. And that's what humans are as well. We input data from our external world. We process the data via our conscious mind. We store the data in our memory and subconscious mind. And we output the data via language and actions. Humans use a computer to enter a digital reality. Even though a lot of the stuff on your computer or phone screen look like discrete elements, it's all the same. Same electronic pixels with different colors. But to your perception, it looks different regardless. Humans use the computer to enter a digital reality. A reality humans wouldn't be able to enter without the use of a computer. Then why do humans exist? I don't know. but I do believe we are meant to do something of useful value, something of purpose. Do we live in a virtual reality? I'm not sure, but beliefs which I used to think were idiotic make full sense to someone else. Before judging, just wait up. You may accumulate knowledge at a later portion of your life to think differently. Till then, just maintain curiosity and ask questions before ruling things off.